Welcome to the desert of the real.
Oh, okay. I want to ask the dude, who believe in the Bible, a question. Okay, if God and the devil are really true and whatever, why don't God just stop the devil from whatever he's doing? Says God is like almighty and powerful and can stop whatever.
His
What's
free
the point?
will. His own free will.
But see, that's the ultimate question, and that's a very timely question, because if you believe in the Bible, like I do, you will also believe in Revelations. And we're actually living in the time of Revelations right now, and that's when God is going to put an end to all of this. I see Bible prophecy.
Okay, but the thing is, I don't see the real point in all that other, because I know that Revelation story. I don't see the whole point in doing all of that when God could just stop it at a snap of a finger. So.
But he did do. He did do that. The Old Testament.
So why can't he do it again?
Because
he's going to do it again now. He's going to do it again now. We're actually living in the last days. I'm sure all of you guys on the panel have heard that. We're living in the last days. This is about to come into
that inside the 70s. Oh my God.
The devil.
They always saying that.
The devil and all the angels were created. The devil became, quote unquote, the devil. The name that everybody called him the devil, Satan, Beelzebub, whatever the thousands of different names that he may have, that we call him old Slewfoot, whatever. He was a person who rebelled against his leader, like majority of things that goes on. So in the oneness of God, God said to him, if you believe that you can go and do better than what I'm doing, then I'll let you go out there and do what you can do. But just understand that you can't come back here. And if you can't come back here, you're going to face the same fate that everybody else says. So
why would he do that at the sake of all his people that he loves?
Because God gives you your own free will to do whatever you choose. God doesn't come. First of all, understand this, sister. First of all, understand this. The Bible has been tampered with to make you fear God, which fear is not of God whatsoever. Fear is not of God. God is here for you to love. God teaches you nothing but love. Fear is created so that you can always think that, I got to do this, I got to do that. No, you have your own free will. God put Adam and Eve here and told them, you can have of anything you want, but just don't eat of this tree. Because once you eat of this tree, then you begin to see things, and you're going to begin to do things in ways of forms that is not going to be becoming for your life. You know what I'm saying? And this is when the devil tricked Eve into eating, and Adam ate, and actually the tree it's not a tree per se, an apple per se.
Actually, I got to say this, brother. Actually, the God in the Old Testament was full. He wasn't too much full of love. There's a lot of damnation, curse you. As a matter of fact, they cursed. When Noah was looked upon his nakedness, his grandson was cursed. His grandson had nothing to do with that, but he cursed his grandson. He used a lot. When they came with the New Testament is when they brought the love God in, which is what Jesus represented.
But
he brought the love. The Old Testament God was full of wrath and brimstone.
Right. And that Old Testament was created when?
That Old Testament was created. We talking about those Hebrew scriptures. I don't know the exact. I know this. It wasn't created before the Egyptian text. It was created way after.
The Old Testament was created to create fear. Create fear. God, the only way you're going to understand who God is, you have to have a oneness with God, and you work that with Him. What the Bible says, what the Torah says, what the Quran says, all these are books that man has tampered with over years, to make it for their own self so they can use control over you.
I still would like someone to answer the question on how did the devil create his own? How did the devil get the capacity to be the devil? If God did create the devil, what we're saying.
God did not create the devil. The devil chose to be a rebellious person, a rebellious angel.
If you go to Foot Locker, if you go to Foot Locker, can you choose something that does not exist inside of Foot Locker? You say I want some sneakers. You have to choose from something that's there.
No, but you can create it.
You can go to Foot Locker and create your own sneakers?
No, you can create your own sneaker. Period. You can create your own sneaker. Period.
I'm saying going into Foot Locker is equivalent to God controlling everything that's created is created by God.
I never once said the devil created himself. The devil chose not to follow the laws that God portrayed as his leader.
The choice. I'm saying the choice to do right or wrong. Let's start from the beginning. Who created everything in existence? God. Who created everything in existence? God.
The Most High being, yes.
The Most High. So if anything else is in existence after that, that's from God.
Right.
And so the devil comes along, who is an angel that has some capacity. He's all good. He's a good angel, but he can flip. Where did that ability to flip come from? Who put that in him? It has to be the Creator.
Okay, well then, where does the ability for a child to flip on his mother come from?
Come from you. It comes from the person that created it.
Okay, basically it came
from him. So it's in God. So it's in God. Why can't we say that then? Why can't we say that the devil, the ability to do evil, is in God because he put it in Satan to do that?
Yes, the ability to do evil is in God. Yes, it is.
Now let's stop for a second. So now if the ability to do evil is in God, then God is the author of evil. Not the devil. God is the author of evil. So now if God is the author of evil, then we know what's going on. God is in a schizophrenic reality with himself, going through things he already knows will happen. Like the sister said, if God knows everything's going to happen, why is God not stopping it? Because God is going through some schizophrenic episode with his own self.
So what you're trying to basically say is that the reason why is that basically everything that when people is evil is God's fault?
Who else's fault is it? Who's the creator?
Okay, then if it's God's fault, then who's your then who are you?
See, I don't believe in, but that's why it goes back to my original conversation. When you start talking about G-O-D, then you're going into a religiosity. I'm spiritual. I see the Most High and I see the duality of life differently than G-O-D.
So in the Bible, explain to me your theology of your life being that there's no, so you have no one above you. Nothing above you, nothing governs you, nothing. You are here for yourself. You created yourself. You're basically.
I don't say that, but I don't separate the Creator. I don't separate the evil that we do from that which created us.
We all
have a way to do that.
We all. That's what Christians have a way to do it. But you, as a human being, when you get yourself on a certain, realize that you have this choice. You have this choice to be good, or you have this choice to be evil.
Sure you do. But we're going back to causation, though. We're going back to the causation, and the whole thing was the causation of evil has been misled. We keep going to this phantom reality of a devil. There is no devil. The devil is within you, and the ability to do good is within you. I think I even heard you say that.
And that's what
I'm saying.
That's exactly right.
But we seem to get lost. But we seem to fall into a religious amnesia. We go back to now explaining this
we
devil.
are so busy following these books that man has wrote.
You have to first see a contradiction in something.
Right.
If you don't see a split or a contradiction, here's a good contradiction. They tell me the number of Satan in the Bible, and you say you believe in Revelations, is 666. In numerology, every number is from 0 to 9. There is no double numbers, so you would add numbers together. How come there's 66 books in the Bible? 66 in the books. And the Quran, is 114 chapters. 1 and 1 and 4 is 6.
4 is 6.
So you take the Bible, 66 books. You take the Quran, 114 chapters. You got 666. Come on, man. They have done a mind fuck on us for a long time, and it's time for us to wake up out of this.